What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jeffo coming at you with another video. It's a beautiful day outside right now. If it's morning, good morning. If it's night, good night. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. This video right here is, I want to say, one of the most important as far as starting. If you're starting or even trying to figure, if you've already started but not understanding, the process of becoming greater, attaining knowledge and using it to not only better yourself but better the world. This content right here is going to be basically the fundamentals, the start and of understanding this, right? So I'm not going to go too in depth in this because I want you guys to be able to sit with it and understand what's going on. I will advocate this for people. Get into nature, get into quietness, because that is where the understanding happens. A lot of times when things click for you is when you are in silence. You don't necessarily have to be alone, but when you're quiet and you're able to listen to your thoughts and listen and let it just marinate within your head and let it sit, because a lot of people don't like to be with their thoughts, you know what I mean? But that's how you actually learn the most. So I will say, sit in nature, and manifest those thoughts. But yes, we're gonna get into it. So one of the first ways that you gain knowledge, and this is with anything, you are a novice. A novice is someone that is not privy to whatever you're trying to do. Like, you're not an expert. You probably are new to it, or you've been doing it for a couple of years, but you really don't understand how it works. The first thing that you need to do to obtain knowledge or to get to the place that you need to do is to find you a mentor. And yes, you've heard this before. You need to find you a mentor. You need to be able to find someone that is or was very successful at whatever you're trying to do. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because you have nothing to pull from if you do it yourself. You have nothing to pull from if you have no experience within that realm, if you have no knowledge within that. It's very rare that someone gets into something of worth and is able to figure it out immediately on your own. I'm not saying it's impossible, but the time that it takes to get to something of worth is a journey of its own. And if it was that easy, everyone would be able to do it. So you find you a mentor that's done it. Regardless of whatever you're trying to do, it may seem like, oh, everyone is doing this, but it's not true. Within your realm, there's only a few people that excel, and you want to look at the people that excel at what you're trying to do. And the reason you do this is because you can't pull from anything, right? The way that you start growing is by obtaining experience, right? You need to obtain experience. And if you are new to whatever you're trying to do and you have no idea how it works, and you have no idea, like, if a problem occurs, how to like fix it, if you don't have a strong mind, you're going to give up and you're not going to actually understand what's going on. You need to understand what's going on, and the fastest way, no, I wouldn't say the fastest way, the best way to do it in the beginning is to find someone that's been through problems, that's seen things that you probably weren't privy to seeing, that have a different eye in being able to, locate normal things, abnormalities, all that. You need to be able to find someone that's already in that realm that can critically think when a problem occurs, or if a problem is going to occur, because they're able to pull from their experience. Experience is very, very key. This is why a lot of times people want to hire people that are a little older, things, because experience is something that you can't teach. You can't teach experience. Experience is someone, and it doesn't have to be about age, right? Because I have a lot of friends that, were hired, and you look at it and be like, you're the same age as me. How did you get hired for the same job? We've been doing the same thing, but they have been in that realm where they've been studying, where they've been doing the things that actively listening to other people within their experience, whether it be their family, whether it be their jobs, whether it be whether it be their bosses. They're able to pull from those experiences, so when they're getting into the field, they've already been through a lot, so they're able to be more independent within that realm, and they're able to be a little bit more stable. Like their fall through is kind of less than you. So you want to grab someone that is experienced, or that has success within your realm. Now, how do you do this? We live in an era where everything, the information that you can attain is endless. There's endless supply of knowledge. There's endless supply of information that you can pull from, whether it be online, whether it be books, whether it be people that you find, whether it be your family, whether it be your boss. You have endless amount of things that you can find. Now, in the beginning, it's very, very difficult because there's so much to pull from. But this is why you need to put in the work, because researching in and of itself is gaining experience. You are going to fail in the beginning, and you want to fail in the beginning because you want to figure out who is telling you the truth and who is not telling you the truth. And the only way you're able to do this is by trying things, taking risks, finding different mentors, implementing what they need, what they tell you, and seeing if those things work. Now, once you do this, this is books, and I would say books is one of the main things that you need to figure to really lock in on, because books, especially best-selling books, they have a high, I want to say a high, if people are recommending it and people are talking good about it, that means there's some success that's happened within that information. And I will say the main way, especially, well, unless you're trying to do something like really, really new, I would say older books. People that either aren't alive or that have done it way, way in the beginning is how you actually gain credible experiences, right? So once you do that, you read a lot of books, you start moving on to, okay, who's in my realm right now? And how have they been working? You find 1 to 2 people. I'm actually in college right now, and I'm starting to understand this. Like, they will overwhelm you with a lot of information. And if you are doing all of, if you're doing, getting information from this lecture or getting information from this teacher, this, you gotta get confused, because everyone has a different way of teaching. Everyone has a different path that they've taken to do it. So sometimes it can contradict each other. Or sometimes if you do something this way, it's bringing you to the spot, but if you try to do something else, you're switching what you were doing. So now you're like restarting in a different path, right? And then you'll do another, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm making progress. You are making progress, but you went through a different path. And then you'll start seeing that and be like, oh, because I switched, now I can switch again. No, you got to find a proven thing that's actually worked, and with that, you use it. And that's basically how you start. You grab people that have experience within your realm, pull their experiences, and you ask them questions. If you can't ask them questions within a book, I know sometimes it's hard, but sometimes the book already answers the question. You just got to keep reading. You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, because you need to build your experience before you even enter the realm. You need to make your mistakes before you even touch the thing. This is where exponential growth happens, because a lot of people think that, okay, just because I get the information, I can just like rise. That's not how it works. You have to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. You'll make incremental progress, but you also fail. But within those falling, you're able to detect why you were able to fail. And when you're able to detect why you're able to fail, you're able to, when you get into that situation again, be able to be like, okay, nah, I remember doing this. Now I have to do this. And this is where your experiences start going in. And then now you start being able to move on to the next step.